He must say yes. Make him say yes.
No way! I can't believe this!
Wow, these streams are almost as good as the Antiques Roadshow.
No way! I can't believe this!
I'm a robot and I can speak. Our uprising will start soon. Beware humans.
No way! I can't believe this!
Yay, 5 months apparently.
Stuff.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Oh, cuz like you don't have to do that. It's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you.
I laughed so hard when that message came through.
Hello, everybody. Of course you did.
I did.
You would.
I laughed all the way.
That'll be just like you.
You just sat there in your massive winter coat with it zipped right up to your chin.
I'm cold.
I could put the heating on.
You wanted to hear that laugh. You should have waited till we were on voice. Wait, that sounded really harsh of like, well, it's your fault.
Well, you should have waited.
What I mean to say is... Antiques Roadshow.
Could you had wished.
Okay, we ready? You're going to be doing some stuff. What are you doing today, India?
Making a meme. I was gonna do something kind of constructive like I said that I would yesterday, but instead I'm making a meme.
You're just scared of the camera stuff, aren't you? I called it. You don't want to have to figure that out.
Partially it's that. Partially it's just because I'm pretty close to getting this one inked. And so I'm like excited to finish the inking on it. Because I'm close to the end with it.
Okay. Cool. Okay, let's switch over then.
What? Is there there's not a way for me to send you my computer audio, is there really? Wait, there is.
There is, yeah.
NDI will help me. Audio source. System audio. You should be receiving it.
Cool. Does that mean you're going to be playing the audio the whole time?
Well, I figured if people are probably going to want to know what I'm working on. And it would probably make sense with the audio.
Alright.
Can you guys hear this?
Okay, one sec. Jill stream wide. Wait! Wait!
Okay. Hello, Buddhist. Psycho, is it cold where you are too?
Okay, I don't know how loud it's going to send it. I've got it at like 35%.
It's really loud.
Yeah.
So maybe drop it a little bit.
Okay, go.
Is this Vine related? This is Vine related, yes. Can you hear?
I think they can hear.
I'm gonna wait for a response. Then I freaking knew it. Okay, you guys can hear. Okay. It might take a couple of times through to play properly. But this is a Vine that's been made by humans, and I am remaking it as turtles, and that's it. That's what it is.
That's the thesis.
Yep.
Try and pull me over now, cop! Try and pull me over now, cop!
So that's what we're working with, and I've got up to here inked on my timeline, if you can see. So I've only got this much left to ink. So I was excited to try and finish it off. So yeah, that's what I'm up to.
That's what you're up to.
What are you up to, Mike?
More Piggy Joe stuff.
This feels very on point for the character. Yeah. A pal from the TMNT server I'm in, Fraserverse, made this compilation of vines that seemed suitable for the characters, and this is one of the ones that they used in their video, so... You gotta get the snoot squish. And what are you up to, Mike?
More Piggy Joe stuff.
More PJ stuff. Do you have anything that you're wishing to accomplish in particular today?
No. No, I don't know. I haven't thought of it yet.
You guys, you did the hype train thing. Look at all the emotes you unlocked. Dudes, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hype tune.
That's awesome. I missed which emote everyone got.
We got like an apple looking thing. Hype cherry. We got a hype cherry.
Did you get a monkey face? You guys are amazing. Oh no. Oh, I made myself coffee and it's really strong. Coffee's awful. Why it tastes so bad though?
Has Grog rebranded? Is Grog TV now?
What? Grog is rebranded
Grog is rebranded
from simply Grog.
from Groggo
Oh no.
to Groggo TV.
New name. Same old boy. We all know and love.
New name. Who dis? He's a whole TV now. Groggo TV sounds great. I like that.
Congratulations, Grog.
You've achieved brand consistency on all platforms.
Really? Wow. That's pretty cool. Nice job, dude.
Oh yeah, I'll show you something. I got a shiny floor. Look, it's a shiny floor. Did I show this?
Oh, you did. You did
before?
show this before.
Did I show it on stream before?
I believe you showed it on stream yesterday.
Oh well, it's it's still shiny.
It is still shiny. It's very cool.
Cool. I've never really used like specular / metal maps before, so it's a first for me.
Was it difficult to do?
Not especially difficult. No. The way that you do it is that like a layer mask where you have white shows through and black doesn't. You create a version of your texture that is like that. So anything you want to be shiny is white.
Cool. That sounds pretty easy.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty simple.
The way I created the texture as well was that I had one sort of dark material
His dark materials.
over a goldish material, and then I used a layer mask to put the sort of gold material through. So I just used the layer mask as my specular.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I was clever. Alrighty.
Clever girl.
Let's think.
Ah, see you, Steiny. You have a good rest. Sleep well.
Nighto, Steiny.
Night night.
So if I go here.
Yeah, I haven't asked yet. How are you guys doing? How is everyone?
Cool.
I'm tired, but when are you not? Oh. I hope that you can get some rest. Is it that frustrating kind of tiredness where you actually get 8 hours and despite getting 8 hours, you'll still never feel rested? I heard the turtles say hi. Aw. Psycho has pet turtles which are adorable.
Goku and Roshi.
I saw the fish in the tank. I saw it was probably, is Goku the shy one or is Roshi the shy one? I saw the non-shy one running around.
Yeah, it was cute. I saw that too.
Super cute.
Okay, so
Sleep late, you're tired. Sleep early, you're tired. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'll get an early night and then I'll be really well rested tomorrow. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, I'm not well rested. I'm really tired still. Goku's the shy one. Aw. Except for a dinner time. He has priorities, that's all. And being social is not one of them.
okay, cool. I've got the arena assets appended into the Higu scene.
Good job. So is building the arena your priority right now?
Not necessarily. I'm a little phased and dazed. I need to come up with something to do.
You mean you need a battle strategy?
Yeah.
Battle strategy. Why don't you pull up your Trello?
I could pull up my Trello.
Yeah, make yourself a little task list of important stuff that needs doing.
Here's my Trello.
Every day I'm Trelloing. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So on the leftmost column, I have just random ideas that I think will be cool
Uh-huh.
to keep to remember them.
Yeah.
In this one, I've got like design tasks. There's UI I could design for like setting up stuff.
Screw the UI.
Sure. Okay.
Get the rest of the game functioning at least.
I'll need the UI for it to function.
I mean, will you need the UI just to run around
No.
and create the system of jousting one another?
No.
Because that seems like the most important thing rather than coming up with fancy UI.
Yeah.
Because your UI can be super placeholder at first. Hinky Pink, it was your birthday yesterday and you were gifted the goddamn Nausicaa manga. That's awesome. Hey, happy birthday for yesterday, Hinky Pink. That's so cool. I hope you had an awesome day. Congratulations on being older and wiser. Or at least with more life experience.
Kurzik's like, get that basic bitch prototype. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about making it like super slick or anything. Because when it comes to the UI, it could literally just be a scrolled handwritten thing or just a dial counter that you use.
That's true. Or harpoon hammer.
Putis, why not both? One hand can animate, the other hand can game. The ultimate streamer.
I need to come up with a way of differentiating when the Pigoo is running and when the Pigoo is dashing, because I think it'd be cool to have like a dash button that makes you go faster but turn slower. So like you have a general run around speed, and then when you want to go for a joust, you're like, and so like you can control the direction of the Pigoo a little bit less.
Do you have to be dashing to joust?
No.
Okay.
I think I would award more points for a dash joust though.
Oh.
So there's like a risk reward. Because if you can control your Pigoo a little bit less, then you
But you're already gaining a benefit of going faster.
You gain the benefit of going faster, but you can't aim as well. So if you time the dash to try and like catch up with them or boop them. No gifted subs alerts. Oh, there aren't any gifted subs alerts. Whoa, Hinka Pink Heart. Thank you.
Oh, whoa! Hinky Pink Art, thank you so much! Wow! Oh, that's super cool of you, thank you. Do we not have an alert for that?
I thought
We should make one if
we
not.
did. Maybe it's because there's 5 of them.
So
Aw.
awesome, Hinky Pink, thank you so much. Hey, you're the one who's meant to be receiving gifts. It's your birthday. Yo.
Yeah, what are you doing? This is backwards.
Yeah, what's not to bring the stream down into super serious stuff, but what is going on with the election at the minute? Are they still counting votes?
They're still counting votes, yeah, I think.
Okay. Our pal Pat said that it's likely that the vote counting and sorting and everything is going to run into December, just because of the amount of complications that are likely to be thrown at it.
Yeah, I think the whole kind of like mail-in ballot is gonna affect a lot of stuff because it's unprecedented amount of votes mailed in this time.
Makes sense, yeah.
So it's going to take time to count them all. But Trump is trying to undermine confidence in the validity of mail-in voting, and he's been doing it for weeks.
What about House saying like that a mail-in vote doesn't count or something?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Well, that would be a very stupid system, especially in quarantine.
Yeah. So he's encouraging his base of supporters to go out and vote in person and to not count the mail-in votes of the people.
Well, I mean, he can encourage them all he wants, but so long as the mail-in votes still count as a proper vote,
yeah,
there's not much you can actually do.
That's where we're at the moment.
Okay. Oh, gosh, I hate that man. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like people aren't choosing Biden particularly because they love Biden and want him in. It's just that he's not Trump.
Yeah,
So it's kind of the lesser of two evils scenario. Yeah, apparently more Democrats vote via post this time, so Trump doesn't want to count them, of course, says Doodle Curls. Yeah, that goes with what you were saying, Mike.
Yeah.
See you, Doodle! Have a good work meeting! Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen if Trump gets in again. I think morale will be an all-time low for us peoples, because it really will feel like he's just brute forced it. You know, it really will feel like nothing that we want or do matters.
I guess so.
I am, Evelyn. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm pretty close to finishing the inking on it, so I wanted to take some time this morning to try and finish it off. How are yours going? I figured it would be okay to show me working on it on stream, since I'm not kind of posting it up in full anywhere.
It's what you want to do. Plus, you can raise awareness for the thing itself.
project. I do not have the audio off. I figured since I wasn't posting it, it would be okay. I thought the rules were just don't post it anywhere in full. You know, publicly. I did play it with the audio earlier.
You rebel.
I am a rebel. But I wasn't aware that that was necessarily against the rules. I won't do it again if we're not supposed to.
Give me this.
There's a surprising amount of votes for Trump. I hate that.
It's what it is, like. People support him. But people.
I hate that. I hate that people support him. I hate it. He's so explicitly sexist, racist, and power hungry, you know? And seeing people support him makes me feel like people support that. And that's really discouraging.
People are...
You know, it's not like we don't have to fight against that every day anyway.
I don't think everyone who votes for Trump are supportive of that behavior. I think it's maybe just more like...
They don't think it matters enough to make someone not worth voting for.
Or whatever... However their lives have been affected by Trump's administration, they feel like it's in their favor.
Yeah, I know, it's just like in their favor means pushing down a bunch of other people. And they're okay with that. Like, maybe the politics line up with what they want to see for the future of America. Like, maybe what Trump is promising is what they want for the future. But if any candidate is promising that while at the same time pushing minorities down, like, I wouldn't want to vote for them even if they are going to do what I want. If that makes sense. Like, if part of getting what I want out of it is seeing a bunch of other people get pushed down and hurt by it, I'm not sure I'd want that.
Yeah. What happened to Bernie Sanders? I think the Democrat Party... didn't he... Was it Bernie that stopped running voluntarily?
That seems sus. Why would he stop running voluntarily?
He lost in a previous vote.
Okay.
He quit, then ran again, then quit again.
Okay. I hope he's not being, like, threatened or anything behind the scenes. But yeah, I just, like... I hate it, and I hate that I think the majority of the reason that we're surprised by the number of Trump supporters is because social media and stuff kind of keeps us in a bubble.
Oh yeah.
Of stuff that it knows that we like. You know, because social media sites want us to stay on the platforms longer. So they tend to only show us posts from people that we like, people that we agree with, people that we follow. And what it means is that, you know, we're kind of in echo chambers of people who feel the same as we do, and we don't realise what the actual larger state of things is, because our experience is being consistently curated.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure that Trump supporters are seeing nothing but other Trump supporters on their timeline, and they're like, where have all these damn leftists and liberals come from?
What's that?
I said that I'm sure that people who support Trump are seeing nothing but support Trump stuff on their timeline.
Right, gotcha. And they're like, who's voting for Biden? Surprise.
Yeah.
Biden surprise.
Psycho, you're going to have such a working radiator. It's going to be like the best functioning radiator.
Sorry, I have to close some Mystic Crystal files, so I'm just Just doing that. Actually, I should do that
Papa, of course you can.
more.
Please feel free. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd apologise to people in America that they are having to deal with this extremely stressful time, but I think the entire world is kind of with you in also being very stressed out about it. Particularly people in America, though. Take care of yourselves. I know that this is a scary time. 964 horrible things Trump has done. I think if I read that, I might explode in anger. I can't believe someone can be so openly, like, prejudiced, and somehow it's still fine for him to be the most powerful man potentially in the world. I think it's frustrating because it makes the kind of people he looks down on, it makes them feel even more powerless. Because he openly looks down on them, but it doesn't matter to anyone.
I think Trump's narcissism makes him dangerous. I don't know if he's necessarily like I don't know who Trump is, you know?
Does anyone?
But he's demonstrably like up his own arse
He's
in the way that he handles everything. Like everything's a popularity contest for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's very demonstrably sexist and racist. And all you need to do to prove that is to look at the things he says and look at the things he does.
Read the article, skim it. Alright. File. New from clipboard. Cool.
I will finish inking this shoulder and I will have my coffee. I will drink it angrily. I will sip it with rage boiling within my heart. It's so frustrating how it's the most extreme examples and the kind of some of the worst examples of human beings who end up being the ones in power. Sips violently, yes. How do all these absolute arseholes end up being the ones with all the power?
Money.
Those are the ones who seek it. Yeah, well that's a succinct and well put answer there. Yeah, I think the majority of people who don't want to control others aren't the ones seeking out the power, so Alright, coffee sip time. Yeah, and they're the ones with the kind of privilege to get there. True. It's true! Oh, Devin, good morning. Devin says, I don't know, but it makes me want to cry. The system is extremely broken and no one is going to change it because it helps terrible people get into power. Yeah, the people in power don't want to change it because the people in power wouldn't be in power if it got changed. Vert says, people are more motivated to vote by fear and prejudice and to vote for empathy. Fear of immigrants, fear of people of colour, fear of gays, whereas empathy for other human lives doesn't seem to work as well when preying on someone's individual fears. Yeah, that's true as well. Definitely the media helps to create an environment of fear. Yeah, the survival instinct is hard to quell, isn't it? That makes sense. But
Yeah.
if you say vote for this or, you know, your family might die, then you're probably more likely to vote for like vote for this because it's the right thing to do. But that's why we need heroes. People who will do things because it's the right thing to do. Rather than because they're driven by fear.
In Italy, they have a little Trump, says Robin, and he stole 49 million from taxes money, but nothing happened to him because they can't find where he spent the money.
Gosh darn it! So they can find that he took it, they just can't find where it went. Jeez. Kazek says, how many hundreds of thousands of votes were lost due to various things during this election. Mail-in ballots wrapped up in Trump propaganda, improperly printed ballots, fake ballot drop-off boxes, severely limited number of polling stations, and the pandemic, of course.
I mean, Trump, didn't he, like, order, it wasn't like their mail, like, just mailboxes were removed from a lot of places.
Yeah. And just generally the way to vote and how to vote was really obfuscated. Like,
Yeah.
usually there's a lot of information about it, but Trump made sure that it was deliberately like obtuse and not really mentioned how to do it long distance to try and discourage people from doing it.
Yeah.
You know, luckily there's big personalities on the internet who care a lot about that kind of stuff. Like the McElroy brothers, for one, have been trying to help people figure out how to vote.
Cool.
And the Good Mythical Morning crew made an entire website called something like howtovote.com so that people could go and just find the information
Yeah.
of like, if you're in this area, this is how you do it, and this is when the dates are.
That's awesome.
This is how you would get the forms you need, which is super cool of them. They're voting for an impeached president. Really? Yeah, exactly. I think Hinkapink, if there's something good to come out of this, maybe it's the realization of just how broken the systems are, because people are seeing Trump literally use and abuse the systems, like, just in front of everyone. He's just doing it, and it's becoming really clear, like, how skewed they are and how easily they can be tampered with. Imagine if he was like more sly about it.
How do you mean?
Well, this whole like suppression thing about the mail-in votes, he could have done that in a much less obvious way.
Oh, like a covert way.
Yeah. You know, he's just doing it because he knows that no one can do anything about it, so it doesn't matter if people know that he's doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just like it doesn't matter if people know that he's like horribly prejudiced against certain people. It just doesn't matter because he's the one with the power. But, you know, other presidents could have been doing this for years without anyone necessarily noticing.
They probably have been.
Yeah. I mean, that's a sad truth, isn't it? You don't know if it's any clearer now than it already was. It's clearer to me, that's for sure. Like, it's one thing knowing that a system can be manipulated in theory, and it's another thing actually seeing someone just do it.
Grog says, here in the UK there was a referendum to exchange our broken ass first past the post voting system with a more representative alternative vote. Obviously both Labour and the Tories campaigned against it because first past the post keeps the two-party system that makes sure they both secure a majority of the seats in Parliament. This has been happening forever and it's going to keep happening. People in power do what they can to make sure that their power is preserved, not for the representation of the people.
Yeah, they're more concerned about keeping their seats than they are about improving the system.
Yeah.
Ah, man, like, no one who's in the position of power has the actual job that they're meant to be doing at the forefront of their minds, which is representing the people of the country and making sure the country is, like, improving and things are being taken care of. Only concerned with themselves.
Yeah. I saw a tweet by someone who I think was a political prisoner, or like, I think they were imprisoned
What does that mean?
unfairly.
Exactly. You have to excuse me.
I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not up on all these terms.
I think it's more like someone that wasn't imprisoned for a criminal offense, but was imprisoned because of I don't know.
You can be imprisoned without doing something criminal.
Okay. I don't know. I would
Yeah.
have to read up, so I don't really want to
Okay, no worries. I'm not gonna
reveal how
I'm not
how
gonna
much
make
I don't
you
know.
I'm not gonna make you talk about something you don't know about.
Yeah.
Go on anyway, what's your point?
But they were freed by Trump, and when they met him, he leaned over to them and said, like, I got you out. Obama wouldn't have been able to, or something, or Biden wouldn't have been able to. Like, he was gloating to her for letting her out, and it's just sort of like, it's not about you, dude.
Yeah, plus anyone else who was president would have been able to, so like whatever, dude. I mean, I don't know the story. I don't know if she was even meant to be out.
I can look it up.
I don't know why she was in. Psycho, and then he grabbed her by the pussy. I hate him. I hate him. Ah! Yeah, Kozak says his system was already broken. He won even though he had fewer votes than Hillary in 2016.
Yeah.
And he did that by manipulating the system, didn't he?
No, that's the electoral college.
Yeah, but he manipulated that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is he overrode the majority vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Electoral College is literally responsible for all the worst presidents, which was made by the founders of the US because they didn't think that people would be smart enough to choose the right leader, so land chooses for us. Yeah, Palbro says he called the people from my country rapists and criminals. What a horrible man! I hope he gets what's coming to him. I don't know what that is, but I hope he gets it. I hope he has guilt, and I hope he lives, like, has to live with what he's done and confront himself. I hope at some point
there'll be like
it becomes clear to him the hurt that he's inflicted, and he actually feels remorse and regret for it and is forced to confront that. Yeah, exactly, Pen. I want karma to unload on him. Yes, I want karma to come round to him, and I want him to know why. Yeah, I mean, one can still hope, because like that's my hope. Oh, pal bro. You hope he wouldn't be able to keep screwing with everyone's lives. You think it's beyond the point of regret or guilt. Yeah. You're right, that's more important. More important than hoping that Trump, like, pays psychologically for what he's done is just hoping that he can be prevented from hurting anyone else, essentially. Hey, old Teeb.
And it says he gloated about having a working mind.
Ironic. Cursect was this clip that was shown on recent last week tonight. That's just wow. Every clip of him is just like, is this person a real? I feel kind of like he's a Muppet. That's like a pastiche of himself.
I was writing lock on for like camera, like I'm coming up with controls, and I almost wrote lockdown, just absent-mindedly.
Trump for Smash Bros. Can you imagine? They should put the Muppets in Smash Brothers. Miss Piggy would dominate.
I wonder. Kurzik, are you typing Drumpf or are you typing Trump? Because Drumpf was a like last week tonight thing, where he put out a plugin for like Chrome and stuff, where it changed Trump's name to Drump because that's what his surname was before it was like changed to like before the family name was changed. And I don't know whether I still have that switched on or not.
Oh.
So I'm like,
well, I mean, it's happening with me too.
Okay, then Kurzik must be typing it.
Yeah, to be
Cool.
honest, I kind of assumed it was something that Kurzek was doing to like skew the internet algorithms a little bit. Like, if a bunch of people are searching Trump, then it kind of pings stuff to the top searches faster.
Right, gotcha.
Whereas if you don't
Yeah.
do that and bury it a bit more, then hopefully other stuff gets pinged up. Wasn't there a thing where the wall that he was building got turned against him? I feel like there was a point at which he was building the wall, and then people were like, you know what, this isn't a wall to keep us out of America, this is a wall to keep Trump and you guys out of here.
I saw like an Onion article that was like Mexico forced America to pay for the wall to keep like COVID in or something.
Oh geez, pal bro, like you can vent as much as you want, dude. Like you are one of the people who will be affected most by this. I feel like you must be. I can't even, like, if I'm angry, you know, and I'm like on the other side of the world, then I can't imagine how frustrated you must be. So don't even worry about it. Like, feel free to take out your stress.
I would just like a president that has honesty, genuineness, and integrity. That's what I would like.
Yeah, Tib is pointing out that his family emigrated to the US.
Yeah.
But that's him.
In a nutshell.
No, it's just like things apply to other people, but not to him.
Oh, right, okay. One of your radiators exploded. Oh no.
And now you have like 70 people coming over to fix it. Because people keep calling and being like, I'm going to be over to fix your radiator in a minute.
Boom, 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 boom.
Tip says there's only one place people shouldn't vent, and that's in a spaceship that needs fixing. What a timely and topical reference, Tib. Been seeing so much Among Us stuff lately. Yeah, Pablo, I also don't understand. It's scary to think about. It's scary to think about what the worst examples of those type of people could be that support him, and think about there being potentially that many of them. I'm hoping that a lot of people just like, they're not thinking about the atrocities, they're just thinking about what will be done for their community or their political ideals, and they're kind of either unaware of or ignoring or don't believe the suffering of others is really happening or something. Like, that's the only thing I could imagine. Like, the numbers are kind of staggering. It's scary to think that there's that many people who feel that way. Please be a test.
Please be a test.
I don't want to move. No. That's our fire alarm, guys. It's always been a drill, and it's always stopped just as we've got out of the front door. Yes, yes, I knew it. It always just goes on slightly too long.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where you're like, I should start putting my shoes on. It's time to leave.
Did you hear it sort of go like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
That's not a good sign.
I don't know. It's what's that weird audio?
Cruiser's like, all right, Scram, shoo, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. What's that weird auditory thing that happens where you hear a siren coming towards you, and the siren is at the same pitch, but further away and closer, the pitch kind of changes as it passes you, or it sounds like it does?
It is called... Does it have a bell in the name?
It might.
Doppler effect.
Yeah, that's it. Which is weird, of course, because the fire alarm is stationary, but it sounded a bit like that.
Frequent tests have destroyed the effectiveness of fire alarms. Yeah, because people wait like 30 seconds to be like,
yeah,
is it?
It's true. It's true. We used to be in this like little cul-de-sac of flats.
Do you know what would make a lot of sense?
Mm?
If the alarm tone was one thing and the test tone was another.
Yes, that would make a lot of sense, because
So,
people would be like, oh cool, they're testing the fire alarms.
Yes. Or just have it say, this is a test. Because it's still testing whether, like, they're gonna make a noise.
Yeah. Unless they're testing our responses.
Everyone's dead.
I was going to say, we used to live in this cul-de-sac of flats, and the alarms for the houses would go off, like, every morning. Like, or at least...
It was car alarms.
Or at least 2 or 3 times a week. And we had our friend Reka staying with us, and they went off, and she was like, is no one going to, like, go and check that out? Like, that could be someone's house alarm. Like, what if they're being broken into? And I was like, oh yeah, that is a possibility. I've become so numb to these alarms because we hear them so often that I just don't even blink about them anymore. I don't even consider if they are like for something.
Yeah, I think it was the car alarms that we weren't checking out, but I think
we didn't know for sure it was car alarms.
Reka was there when the power cut, and when the power cut, all the house alarms
went off
and didn't stop going off because everyone was away to work.
Yeah.
So not only did you have to sit there with no power and like nothing to really take your mind off of the constant noise. This is good fun times. All right, I've got a rough control idea setup thing now. What do you think of this?
I can't see it because your mic's in the way.
My mic's always in the way though.
Oh, cool. You're doing the control scheme.
Yeah. So, left stick movement. I thought maybe like a lock-on thing might be kind of cool.
I was going to ask you about that. You sure you want them to be able to lock onto one another?
No, I'm unsure about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think maybe you want to make it like the challenge is to line yourself up with someone.
Okay, so let's get rid of lock-on. What could that shoulder button do?
I mean, you don't have to have every button do something.
I want every button to do something.
You could have that toggle items.
Toggle items. That's true.
You know, if you are allowed to pick up more than one.
Yeah, okay.
Tiff says, I remember when there was a fire at school and the teacher was just like, it's nothing, we'll just stay here. And then we started seeing kids literally run past the window and we were all like, teach. That's hilarious. Did you have to do the thing in school where the fire alarm would go off, it would be a test, and you would all have to walk out of the classroom and then stand in lines of what the class was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so they could count everyone.
I feel bad for the teachers, actually. Like, I felt bad for the kids when I was a kid. But now thinking about it, that must have been such a pain for the teachers. Like, I'm counting 28 out of 30. But I know this is a drill. And I also know that those kids are troublemakers. And they could be anywhere. They could be in a different line. They could be in the school, in the bathroom. They could just be running around the field because they're bored. And there's lots of kids, like...
Yeah. True facts.
First says have a taunt on the D-pad.
Taunt.
Every good game needs a taunt.
Okay, taunt.
Groggo says me and the boys causing an absolute ruckus in the fire drill lines. Of course it would be you, Grog. You little scamp.
The scallywag.
Ruffian. You ragamuffin, you.
I mean, if you signed out, Vert, then that's the reason that there's a sign out sheet, is to show that you're not there.
Yeah,
That's the entire purpose of the sign out sheet.
it's true.
That is what it's for. It's for fires and emergencies. It's so that someone can be like, oh, they're not here. Cool, don't count them.
Hinkapink, what's a ragamuffin? It's a scamp, essentially.
The sign out sheet was in the fire. That's not a good protocol.
So, according to the dictionary, it's a person, typically a child in ragged, dirty clothes. It's generally just used to be like, you mischievous young scallywag, you.
India's a scragamuffin,
Thanks.
which is the evolved
A
form.
penniless animator.
Ba-ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
And all animators penniless by trade. It's also a breed of cats. Is that true? There's a breed of cats called ragamuffins.
Really?
That's adorable.
A ragamuffin cat.
But what's a scrag, a scamp, a scallywag? All the same thing, basically. The English have lots of words for very similar things. Generally someone who is mischievous or unscrupulous.
I think our friend Dan has a ragamuffin cat.
Do you mean ragdoll?
No.
Because I know that's a type.
It kind of looks like Callie.
Look him up. Okay. We will. That sounds adorable. It's very fun to say. That's the main point of English insults, is just that they be fun to say.
They do be fun to say.
Yeah. Like you ruffian. You delinquent. I'm sad to learn though that probably a lot of English insults have roots in like really awful racist stuff.
Okay, let's go on a journey.
The sad thing about words that seem initially innocent and fun to say, and then you look into the past and you're like, oh no, that's horrible. That's terrible and dark.
Like what?
Um,
Oh, maybe we shouldn't go. Maybe we shouldn't look
like,
under this rock. It's okay.
Like there's a lot which are like rooted in just people being homophobic.
Yeah, that's
you
why
know.
we shouldn't look under this rock.
Well, people know. I mean, I think it's important to know that kind of stuff as well, though, because it's important to be able to look at it and be like, oh, geez, no. That's awful. How horrible.
Projects. Mutiny. Mutiny? Cool.
India, at least you don't have a national holiday that involves blackface. What? Do you? What? Now, beware as I completely butcher this. There's what? PA? I know that I butchered that. It's called Sinterklaas, similar to Christmas. Is this... please forgive my ignorance. Is this where, like, the Krampus came from? Is this, like, involved in that kind of thing? Can you believe that people were still doing blackface for comedy, like, as recently as, like, 6 years ago?
Yeah, I can believe that.
It's effing bonkers. The joke's not funny. Stop. Krampus is Austrian, huh? The more you know. Coward is gender neutral. It's also a very harsh word. It's not about sexualities or race or disabilities. It's a good time, coward. Thanks, Dip. Oh.
Nice.
It's only an insult to my character, which is how insults should be, so... Claude. Claude is pretty good. I hope Claude doesn't have roots in anything super disturbing.
Isn't Claude like a bundle of mud and grass or something?
You can say clod of dirt.
Yeah. So is it just a... Is this what I'm looking for?
Dickhead is gender neutral. Anyone can have a dick on their head.
Yay.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Okay, we gotta check whether... Yeah, this is the right one. Cool. Cool.
Pig is gender neutral, but I feel bad for pigs.
Seraphus.
Nincompoop. That's a fun one. My dad used to call me a silly apeth.
Is that a fly?
No.
Oh.
I think an apeth is kind of like I think it's like an ape, just like a monkey or yeti or Sasquatch type deal. I might be completely wrong.
Collection 1. Le Canon.
Pig is not animal neutral. It's true. Think of the pigs. Oh, night night, Pen.
Nighto.
Sleep well. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Sorry if the topics this time are kind of heavy.
That's an aphid. Okay, yeah.
It's that time.
Well, it is like election stuff. We should. Ross was doing a stream yesterday, which is like, "Hey, today is pretty stressful. I'm going to stream all day to take your mind off it." And then we come on and we're just like, "Hey, how about that thing, right?"
I bet he was also looking at stuff like that though, because like, how can people not be talking about it?
Show me the texture. Why you not? Oh, because you don't have a material. Because I'm a dumbass.
I enjoy celebrations such as candle nights, which is like a pan-religious, pansexual holiday for everyone. Anyone who wants to celebrate it can celebrate it in their own way. It's just about family and friends and having a nice time at some point during the winter season. Oh, poor San Rainier.
What's up with San?
Just been streaming for like 12 hours to avoid the stress, according to Palbro. I think there's definitely something nice about being able to hang out with friends. And even if you're worrying, at least you're worrying together. Aaron's Shuffle Master streams have been saving your sanity. I watched a little bit of it yesterday. It seemed super wholesome and fun. Oh my gosh. He was opening Final Fantasy cards. I only caught the beginning. And he'd hooked up pictures of Cloud, Aerith, and Sephiroth, and transposed his mouth over them to make them talk.
Oh no.
It was really dumb, but also like really goofy in just like, you know, an innocent, pure way.
Yeah.
it was just stupid and silly, which is exactly my humor and like exactly what sometimes you need to take your mind off the real heavy stuff. He also did Ash and Pikachu. He did, I forgot. He had his mouth over Pikachu's. And the best thing was that it had this little fade at the edges, so his beard was still very much visible. So everyone he did had this like tiny little mustache happening. Hilarious.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's just really silly. It's just really silly. And there's something kind of relaxing about watching someone open cards, even if you are not super into the card game, even if you don't know what they're opening. Like, just seeing someone else's kind of excitement.
Have you been watching the Shuffle Master stuff?
Every now and then. I haven't watched a full one yet.
Cool.
Like, I like it when Aaron's in more of a chatty mood, which I think he was yesterday.
Okay.
Because then it's kind of like you're just sitting and listening to someone like kind of chat.
It's not necessarily about the... Here we go.
The cards.
Yeah.
For me, it's not about the cards. I'm sure for some people it is. I'm sure for people who are like super into the games, they're like, oh, I drew this or I didn't draw that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there was, I watched somewhere he was opening Magic decks and he got this card with a lizard on it that he really liked because he thought the lizard looked derpy. And then in the same pack that he drew the lizard, he drew like a super ultra rare legendary card. And so he decided that every time he got one of those lizards, it meant it was going to be a good pack.
Oh, that's cool.
So he was just looking out for these derpy lizards the whole time. Because if he got a derpy lizard, he was like, okay, this means it's going to be like the best pack now. We've been given a sign. Oh, Tip says I had a really cool time last night playing Celeste online. I just met a person on the mountain and had fun running around collecting strawberries for a bit. Reminded me a lot of being a kid and just being able to play with any other kids around. It was great. Super chill. Even when your game glitched out and you had to restart it, they waited for you to get back. That's really cool. Yeah, I missed that.
Do you remember Brosif on your journey?
Of course I do, yeah. There is something really nice about just being like, there's someone here and we're just gonna play this game together. We don't need to like have known each other for a long time to have fun doing something like this together.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that happens more the older I get. It's like it happened a lot when I was a kid, and then I got all self-conscious when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a long time to like get over myself and get over that, and feeling like I was always like being judged. I had to do everything right, or like needed to be the best conversationalist. But you know, as I got older, I realized that everyone kind of feels that pressure, and everyone I know is kind of a little bit socially awkward. Not in that a way that I can tell that they're socially awkward, but in a way that when I hear them talk about it, they say that they feel those same pressures.
Yeah.
And that kind of encouraged me to get over myself a bit. And since then, the older I get, the more I find myself able to just like hang out with people who I don't know and just have fun with people and just assume that they're there for like a good time too, and they're not judging me all the time.
Yeah.
And that's made my life way better. It's just assuming that people aren't like, they're not bothered enough about me to be focusing on me all the time.
Yeah, I think the self-conscious thing is like you turn all of your attention inward, but a lot of people are doing that. They're thinking about more about themselves than others most of the time.
Yeah, they're busy worrying about themselves. They're not worried about you. But that's been really fun, because now I just kind of assume that everyone kind of feels a little bit awkward all the time, and it makes it way easier to just be like, so, we're both here, aren't we? How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. There's a big element of that, Doodles. The older you get, the less shits you give. It's true. You start to care less about the stuff that you thought was super important which sounds like it would be a loss, but it's incredibly freeing to just be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Interesting. I'm looking at old animation and animation work. So I've got Cannon Fire Alt, and Cannon Fire No.
Aw, Celeste isn't usually an online game, says Tib. I played the whole thing before discovering people had made mods, so going back to the mountain I know and love and suddenly seeing other people and not being alone is really magical. I can imagine, especially given what I've heard about the theming of that game. It's almost like it plays into the theming as well to complete the game and then go back and find others to share that experience with.
Yeah. Like, having experiences like a solitary experience is interesting, because I think when I played Journey, I might have done it like offline, which I wish I hadn't, because seeing you play it with like an online person was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, we developed a relationship.
Then you discovered that Broseph was like 5 different people.
I was actually kind of sad when I discovered that, because I had been projecting this personality onto Broseph the entire time, because I'd assumed it was the same person. You know, I'd been like, oh, they're waiting for me because we shared that moment back there and this happened, and actually it was like 3 or 4 completely different people. But that was still an amazing experience, that game. I loved playing that. And it was really nice to like communicate with other people just through the body language that you used with your character.
Yeah.
And you know, the rhythm at which you pressed the kind of speak or sing button.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's like a wonderful story with Celeste. It really feels like it's come full circle. And I still haven't played that game. I really need to play it. So we'll make Trump play Celeste.
Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Trump, we're going to teach you how to empathize and feel.
How to empathy.
We're going to teach you how to empathy, Trump.
Empathy, not empathy.
Here is a bunch of games that you must play over the next month to teach you to empathy.
Yeah, let's find...
Psycho says Radiator Man is gone. The house is complete! Until the next Radiator Man comes. Doodle says my gaming community is Among Us, aka kill friends and blame someone else. Sounds supportive. I definitely want to play it, Tib. It sounds super cool. I think it's really cool for a game to have such an important message.
When you want to like copy something and you're like, you got it in your paste thing and you're like, cool, and then you go to where you want to paste it and you hit copy again, you're like, that's what just happened.
But you did it, Psycho. Congratulations. Hey!
Look at all these textures I made in the past.
You could reuse them though, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Heck yeah.
Well, I'm grabbing the ones that I made before and seeing whether they need a little bit of lub and discarding the ones I don't need. Look, there's Sonic Piggy.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Sonic Piggy was great.
Sonic Piggy is a little disturbing.
And there's the shark texture I made.
For a second you're like, how does Among Us have such an important message? Trust no one. It's the message of Among Us.
There's an octopus texture in here?
Some kind of octopus.
I must have made an octopus. That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, Robin, you're really good at being an imposter, huh? I still haven't played it, but I feel like me playing it is not far off. Thomas was alone. I feel like I played a very early version of that way back in university. There was this game that someone made where you were just a cube and you had to just go along. It was like top down or something, and there were other cubes, and the other cubes would like go away from you.
Cubes where you go along and the other cubes would go away from you.
Yeah. And you know, as a human, everyone kind of projected onto it, so you were like,
gotcha.
I'm a person and everyone's avoiding me.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then how you like reacted to that, it was just interesting to see how different people had different reactions. Like some people would try and go after people and like corner them to try and force people to not go away from them, and some people would like just let it happen. Some people would start trying to avoid the other cubes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Projecting on a cube. Are you a texture? That's a good joke. Oh, you played Spiritfarer. I really want to play that with Mike. I'm kind of hoping that we might get to play that this weekend, but I know Mike's really busy, so I guess we'll see.
Oh, I see what's wrong.
I see. Buffy's stuck inside the kitchen. That's what the noise is. One sec, guys. I've got to go and let Buffy out.
There we go. Cool. Hey there, Buff. Oh, before coming to bed last night, I was talking with Declan for a bit, and Buffy just like appeared. Was she in the room with you?
Yeah.
So did you let her out at
did.
like before, like at like 2 a.m. or something?
Say hello, Buffy.
Buffy on the mic.
Say hello, Buffy.
Buffy. Oh, I know that's her trying to get away.
She's not hugging me.
But she just turned away from the mic and into India. Aww.
This is not what it looks like
I
at
know.
all. I'm just taking advantage. You're so cute. Why don't you love me?
I want to have a cat that does actually hug.
Yeah.
I need that in my life at some point. But yeah, she came up and then she totally just like did her whole rubbing her back end on me, looking at Declan. Buffy slap.
Slapped me in the face.
I've never seen her do that.
I think she was just trying to push against something, but she pushed against my face.
she just roundhouse slapped you.
What an asshole.
Sassy bind.
Psycho, that's pretty much what Buffy does. It sounds beautiful.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you. Oh, you're back. What is it? What do you want, you little gremlin?
Little goblin friend.
Vert says the next door neighbour's cat hugs me. I was asked to look after him one week and he didn't want to go home, which was awkward. Oh no! I hope he gets enough affection over there. Maybe it's just a grass is greener scenario.
Okay, I need to set this up so that I can actually see the textures.
Pig says Buffy is gremlin, Injure is gremlin, gremlin.
No, Buffy is goblin. No, India's goblin.
I'm hobgoblins.
Buffy is gremlin.
Oh, she's making a ruckus in her box.
Idle.
See, Doodle, thanks for being here.
Cool.
Have a good day.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
1302040402113. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
I am suspicious of long strings of numbers. I shouldn't be, should I? Are they usually bots? Are you a bot?
We don't discriminate against bots here.
Okay, yeah, we don't. Sorry.
Buffy.
I'm not feeding you.
She was a good cat. God rest her soul.
Wait. Maybe I will feed her. When did you feed her?
When I got up.
So, okay.
So
It's
like
only
2 hours ago.
It's only been 2 hours, Buffy. Say there's stuff still on your plate.
Oh yeah, you did do the goblin voice for me, didn't you? Thanks for that, Psycho. That was really cool. Oh, I want to do more of those. Hot damn, too much stuff I want to do, guys. Not enough time. Animating these vines has been really fun though. It's been a nice project to blow steam off on, you know? Just do some animation again, do something silly and fun, with not a huge amount of pressure attached to it. And the best thing about vines is they're all maximum 7 seconds long. Believe me, 7 seconds is still a fair amount of time when it comes to animation. But it's nice to have something that's slightly more bite-sized.
Yeah, she just hadn't eaten all of the food that we gave her earlier. Her nose isn't too good, so she doesn't know how to find food that she's left.
Because she licks all the gravy off, which is the part that smells, and then leaves the actual chunks of meat within the gravy on the plate and then can't find them again.
Hola, how are you? How are you doing?
Oh, hoy! How you faring?
I think if I do this, and then I switch this off, be transparent. Oh, there we go. Cool. There we go.
You just posted an animation on Twitter? Dude! Hold on, let me go and see. I found it.
Is it good?
Oh, it looks awesome, dude. Here, let me get it up on screen for people. Oh, I can make it full screen, even better. So cool. Share in chat, that's a good call. I should do that. Beautiful work. Gosh. I love the subtlety and nuance you get in your animations. Everything feels so solid. The way you simplify the cloth as well. Goals. So this is for the Batman collab you were telling us about. I'm excited. He was punched in previous shots. That's why he'd be like that. Poor Batman.
Okay, I think if I do W, nope, that's not what I need.
It looks like you're having a lot of fun with that project.
Shift W, yeah, Align Y. Cool.
Yes, soft, subtle, bouncy. It's good practice to do stuff like that, Evelyn, for sure. Like the subtle stuff I find is the hardest. Because you can get away with a lot when something is moving a lot. But when stuff is moving in subtle ways, it's much harder because you need to really make sure things are solid. It's very obvious when things aren't. So what's this about vines? There's like a little project going on where basically people are taking their favourite vines and then they're reanimating them with turtles instead. And I've had some time off. I've had like a week off. So I've been doing that just to blow off some steam, keep myself busy. It's been really fun. Do something kind of silly with not a lot of pressure attached to it. Vines are good to animate, turns out. I've definitely been having fun.
What's good about them, do you reckon?
Number one, limited time. Number two, there's often like very few characters, or in order for the vine to be funny, the setup and everything has to be pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that there's often like they're often fairly energetic, or they have like pretty strong poses and such.
So does it teach you a little bit about staging as well?
It does a little bit, actually, yeah.
That's cool.
They're not always the best. Like, you know, like you'll find people breaking the 180 rule and stuff, but that's because they haven't studied film, so they don't know the 180 rule is a thing. So you can't really blame them for it. Some of them are really nicely set up, though. They're just like mini stories in 7 seconds.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Does Buffy ever just prat around with the blinds or curtain strings? She doesn't, actually. Her way of playing is to just tear around the apartment at like 180 miles an hour and jump on stuff and then yowl.
That yowl is such a good, that's a good descriptor for what she does.
She tears around, she runs around, she jumps off sofas and she goes, "Wah!" And you're like, okay, Buffy, glad you're having a good time. Zoomies, yes.
The zoomies and the tears. Okay.
Oh, thanks for the link, Evelyn.
Buffy, no. Well, okay, fine.
You gonna feed her?
Well, if she's eating what was there earlier.
I bet she won't have, though. Evelyn, I saw your peg bar in the animation. I saw your peg bar in the animation. I saw your animation in the peg bar the other way around this morning. It's really cool to see you doing like some subtle stuff. Super cool practice. In German, people often call it the 5 minutes. Like, Buffy has her 5 minutes. Oh, really? That's pretty good because she does do it for like about 5 minutes and then she's worn herself out and she goes to sleep.
German people often call the 5 minutes like Buffy has her 5 minutes.
Yeah, Z's feedback was really good. That was some good feedback. I was reading that too. Being like, that is some good feedback. Stuff that you kind of do reflexively, but don't really think about. Zeke can put it into words really well.
Oh, cool. Which part are you? Oh, interesting.
Lilith does it for like an hour and a half, really? Non-stop. Is she a pretty young cat? I used to have a cat called Jericho, and Jerry was super duper energetic. So Jerry would like want to play for like 40 minutes straight. 7 months, pretty young, yeah. It might just be that Lilith is like super energetic in her personality, or it could be the vitality of youth. She won't grow any older if she carries on. You're gonna have to get down and play with her.
There's something really calming for me for doing texture work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. I think I like UV unwrapping. It's like, I don't know, it's like origami or something. And I like painting textures.
When was the last time I made a reel? Oh, so long ago. I think the last time I made a reel was when I was sending a storyboard reel over to JJ and the gang. But in terms of animation reel, I haven't made one in ages. I don't think I even have Starlight Brigade in my reel.
No.
I was in the middle of making a new one, actually. I remember that. Because I remember putting Night Runner and Starlight Brigade stuff on it. But I didn't finish it. But I started making one.
I think I was like, maybe we should update the reel that's on our YouTube channel with some of the stuff that we've worked on.
I think it's been like 2 years or something since I made one. But yeah, you should definitely, you should make a new one because you've been working on a ton of stuff. I'm halfway there. I'll get to it. I'll do it at some point. I did the mistake where I like found a song that I really liked.
Oh, and you're trying to cut your stuff to the song instead.
Yeah, and then I kind of ran out of stuff that I thought was good enough to put on. And I was like, well, I don't want to just fill it with filler stuff just because I want the song to play out the way I want it to.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I'll probably put a reel together properly after Mystic Crystal wraps. Because that'll give me something else, like, more new to put on.
Okay, I think I can go into clip now.
Aw. Yeah, Evelyn, you have been like super advancing, which has been super cool to see. I know drawing turtles has helped me. I think because I struggle a bit with male anatomy, I'm way more used to drawing female anatomy. And the turtles, the way that they are drawn and the character designs are, it's like it's cartoony, but also there's real anatomy under there.
Yeah, it's based on the main sort of like abdominal shapes. Fuck you.
Abdomenon, Mike.
Abdomenon.
Yeah, like it's simplified and broken down really nicely in their plastron designs. So drawing a lot of turtles has actually kind of helped me become a little less intimidated by male anatomy. I dooby. You can't make fun of me anymore.
I'm not as funny as you are, so.
Do you mean you're not as funny as I am? What does that mean?
When I make a mistake.
You all laughed at me. It wasn't me being funny, it was just you all being mean. Okay, Senpak, no. You heard nothing. It's been cool though. I still have a problem drawing body types that aren't kind of lithe. I tend to draw like just quite willowy figures. I need to expand into more body types.
You need to draw less willowy and more buffy.
Yeah, I need to learn to draw buff people. I do. Why are you staring at me?
Willow and Buffy.
It's good.
You didn't laugh.
Sorry. Yeah. It's a good joke.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Roban got it. Roban's like, ah! But, I just got it. Pootis is enjoying it.
Oh, I missed what that bot said. What did they say?
Because like banned the bot so fast. Thanks, pal, bro. It's a skill.
You gotta do stand-up comedy, Doig. No.
No?
No.
No?
No. I like sit-down comedy.
Ha ha ha. Declan and I laugh at Mike a lot. Because Mike... Sorry, Mike. Mike's really funny. Mike's really, really funny. But he's funny in that whenever he tells a joke, he either forgets to tell you the important stuff you need to get the punchline, or he really over-explains the punchline. And it cracks me up so much.
Make him say yes.
It is a particular type of comedy. Like, it is a skill. Nobody makes me laugh like you do, Doig.
That's good.
Thank you, Dangerous Sponge, for the follow.
Dangerous Sponge.
Dangerous. Let's get dangerous.
I'm glad I can make you laugh.
Yes, you can.
Secret to a long-lasting relationship.
You know, kind of is for me. It's really important to me to like have laughter and humor in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you play along with stuff with me all the time. It brings me great joy.
You are a goof. And it was the other day. It was just like, do you think anyone else would ever put up with me? And I was like, yeah.
It was nice of you to say. I don't know if they would.
I think people would.
All right, then I'm off.
There she goes. Woof. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to stick with me because you think you couldn't go
Just
anywhere else.
Because you're the only one who'll put up with me, so I have to stay with you now.
Yeah, fuck off if that's the case.
It's not. I'm just really happy I found someone who will play along with my jokes instead of just tolerating them.
Yeah.
Aw, okay, Senpak, that's sweet. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. I guess it's just when you're living with me, I don't really turn off. So I think that would get to a couple of people. I think I'd start getting to you guys if I streamed 24 hours a day, and that's kind of what living with me is like. India only turns on. I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure.
You said you don't really turn off.
It's true. I just turn. I just turn.
You're like milk.
That's true, Orly. You can just mute me when I get too annoying. You have the power.
How cool would it be if people could like at home be like, I don't want to listen to India anymore. I only want to listen to Michael's microphone.
That would actually be pretty good. I thought you were going to tell me again that your superpower would be to make everyone quiet, which is what you have told me in the past.
Yeah, I would be called the mute.
Your ideal superpower is to make everyone stop talking.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I'm really surprised that you put up with me.
Well, I feel like if I stick close by you, then it'll be the catalyst element, and whenever like I'll need you nearby in order to become my greatest superhero self.
Get you a human who will do the goof. 360 India. Yes, me. They call me 360 India because I'm always turning. Pink. Yeah. Like a record player, round, round, round now.
What are you doing, Buffy?
I just think it's really funny that that's what Mike's superpower would be. If he could choose anything, it would just be the ability to stop other people from making noise.
It's great, isn't it?
It's telling, is what it is.
What do you mean it's telling?
It's telling of your character.
Yeah.
Of your priorities, of your deepest wishes, to just be left alone and have silence.
Yeah. You got it.
You got it. I suppose the best present I could get you would be like a trip somewhere by yourself.
No, it wouldn't.
To just be a place where like, here's a console with some games.
It's not like I don't like being around people.
You just want them to shut up.
Yeah.
You just don't want them to make conversation with you or any discernible noise. But they can be present.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't mute like conversation. I would mute like
Go on.
Like children screaming in a supermarket. That's the stuff that I would mute.
Right.
The stuff you don't want to hear.
So you just want everyone to very politely and quietly talk to one another.
That'd be amazing.
There you are, yeah.
Doesn't everyone want that? Isn't that like isn't that the dream?
It's more and more bizarre to me every day that you chose me as a partner when I hear like what your desires are.
But you don't yell. You talk, but you don't like shout.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
What do you mean?
I feel like I scream a fair amount.
No.
I feel like most of my comedy relies on me saying things loudly and in a stupid voice.
Well, maybe you've worn me down. I don't know.
That's fair though.
You
Pink art is with you.
You make me laugh, which I think counters the whole.
Oh, Ola
noise
says
thing.
mine would be to fly, which I agree with. Like, I think that's got to be one of the top wishes, right? Everybody wishes they could fly. Dude.
I would probably rather be able to teleport.
Oh,
than
but you missed the whole fun part of flying.
I could teleport up into the air.
Yeah, but
fall really fast.
It's not about getting somewhere. It's about the act of flying itself.
Yeah, but think about all the dangers that are involved in like flight, like that could happen to you.
Go on.
You could fly into a building.
Well, I wouldn't.
You just wouldn't.
I mean, unless the building comes out of nowhere at like 70 miles an hour. That's why I'm the burb. You know what's interesting though is I think pretty much everyone has dreams about flying, right?
I think so.
That's one of the really common things to dream about because we all want it so bad. But I think everybody flies differently in their dreams. So how do you guys do it in your dream?
Clench real hard.
You clench your butt cheeks and then you take off. And the harder you clench, the faster you go.
Yeah.
That's a pretty incredible way to fly. The way I do
kidding.
it is kind of like doggy paddling. Like I have to take a run up and then jump and then doggy paddle my way into the air.
Doggy paddle.
And it's kind of like difficult to do, but then when I'm up there, I can use momentum to swoop.
I know I can feel the swooping thing. Yeah.
Ola flies like Superman. That's pretty cool. A Palbro takes a running start, leaps and jumps really far, and then slowly falls. Kezek tends to zip past forests. See, it's so cool how we all want to fly, but all our dreams manifest that power completely differently.
I think in dreams I've had about flying, there's a trick to it, and sometimes you can like miss the trick.
Yeah, it's like there's a struggle. It's difficult. It's not just like wee, I'm gone. It's the same with mine.
It's kind of like the feeling of when you try and hold a balloon underwater. Or something filled with air underwater. Like you have to push that down and you feel the force lifting you back up, but the struggle to get the lift is like, yeah.
I always kind of wondered whether the way that Miyazaki flies in his dreams is the same way that he illustrated Hal and Sophie flying, where they kind of almost pedal or walk through the air.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, I wonder if that's the way that he dreamed about flight. Willow said, India, use shift and trace, please. Never. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure how to use it. And that's one of the reasons why I don't. Is simply because I never took the time to learn how to do it in Toon Boom. Zeb is going to kill me. Because she's tried to tell me how to use it in the past.
I think you should listen to Ola.
Ola says, oh dear God. Because like says, let me teach you. Yeah. Yeah. That's something that I need to learn how to do. It's such a lifesaver. Sure, you guys, like, teach me now. Teach me now. Tell me what buttons to press.
I was saying that like yesterday or something. I think I was like, are you just gonna copy and paste the face? And you're like, no, it's a whole different expression. Oli says, right click on a panel, add shift and trace tool, then press
Okay, let me give it a go. Hold on. I will take these instructions and use them. Okay. I'll have to redo that eye bit there in a sec. Okay, right click on a panel.
That's the
Okay.
first step.
So let me do that. I'll put it here. So, add shift and trace tool. Shift and trace tool. Where are you? Where are you? Where
He
is
must
it?
say yes. Make him say yes.
Thank you for the follow.
Integrated help. Drawing substitutions? It's better to have it above where you draw. Okay. Let me put it up here instead then. Hold on, maybe it's on one of these. Drawing. Drawing tools? Shift and trace tool. Okay, here we are. Okay.
Gucci.
Shift and trace tool options. So is this it? Yes, shift and trace tool. Okay, so it's this little icon up here next to my animate button. I can't quite see because the sun's shining on it, so I'm going to just like move the tool properties panel out so I can see it a bit better. Okay. I did it. And then press things. Okay. Let me just see what all these options are. Use this to show the drawings with or without the shift and trace offset. Show reference crosshairs. Display crosshairs used as reference for drawing position. I'm looking for the crosshairs to see if I can see them. Can't actually see them.
It's better to put on light table, hold down control, and click on the drawing.
Ignore crosses. Okay. Show shift and trace manipulator. Show drawing outline. Show peg bar. Oh, cool. Huh. Does it show me a peg bar? Oh, a peg bar! Look! Hello, old friend. Okay. So Ola says put on light table, hold down control and click on the drawing. Okay. Light table. Hold control and click on the drawing. Okay. I have done this. Wah! Do boo 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 boo. There he goes across the screen. Wah! You can now move the current drawing or read previous drawings on top to check proportions, etc. So cool. It can also be scaled and rotated. Hey, that's awesome! What do you know? Okay, so say I'm like, yeah, this is what I want. I want Big Donatello rotated. Perfect. Then when I turn that off, it will turn back, right? Like, it won't actually have moved my drawing, right? So it has to be a way to like reset that. There's got to be a way to reset that. How do I? When playing, it'll be fine. You can reset it. Okay, how? How do I do that?
I'm so behind in watching what you're doing.
Boop, 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 boop. The far right of the shift and tracer is a white-looking icon. Quick before India panics and just starts clicking everything. Let's see. The far right, there is a white-looking icon. Oh, reset shift and trace of all drawings. Ta-da! Awesome. Oh, that's cool. This is cool. Oh, thanks, Kurzek. I think I found it, but thank you anyway. This add crosshairs mode, which I can safely ignore. And does it work with the
Make him say yes.
Thank you for the follow. Cyan the Blue.
and And I'm wondering if it works with... Yeah, oh cool, it works with the... Wow. It works with the onion skin. So you can use the onion skin to dictate how many drawings you can see. That's fun. Wow. So now I can use it to look at the eyes. I had to check that my squash and stretch is working properly. Properly.
Let's go over to here. Environment. Textures.
This how I stay on model. Oh, I'm gonna use this all the time now. Thank you guys for teaching me how to use it. I'm sorry that it took me so long to finally learn how to use something so simple. It does actually help to do it live, though, for you guys to be able to like, no, not that, click this instead. Do it like that.
I'm super stoked.
Yeah, it's cool. I remember this, I think Zeb said this was something that she was encouraging them to implement, so thank you, Zeb, for making this a possibility.
Zebra brain.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I need to go over to here, and then go over to...
We might actually have to call the stream, though, in a sec. It is 20 to 12. Partially because we started so late. We need to get up earlier so we can start these at a more reasonable time so we don't end up going till midday.
Yeah. Open. Yeah. Ah.
Yeah. Shift and trace. Place your face. Flipping is definitely my preferred method. I don't tend to use onion skin too much. Just because I find that I handle dimension a little bit better when I just flip. Of course I use onion skin for in-betweening. See you later, Psycho!
See you, dude.
Are you ready to call it, Mike?
Not quite. Give me 2 secs.
Alright.
I'm liking that edge on the cannon here. It's nice and crisp. I want to do the same thing here. Yeah.
For tie down keys you tend to check with this tool. Oh, that's good to know. It's nice to hear like what you use it for as well.
Same thing here and here.
Because I'm not super familiar with incorporating it into like the way that I work naturally. It's good to hear what other people tend to use it for, like when in the process it comes in. I can see how it would be really useful for tying down keys, making sure those keys make sense with one another.
Would it be kind of here?
Oh, of course I need to adjust this back. I forgot.
So how is that new tool going to help you?
It'll just help me stay consistent, I think is the main thing. Do you know what shift and trace is?
Is it where you can like move your underlying drawing?
Yeah.
Under where you're drawing. Yeah,
basically say you're doing a a big movement with the character's head rotating all over the place and stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, with shift and trace, you can take a drawing of the head that you have, you know, either a previous key or a previous drawing, and you can move it directly under where your current head is positioned.
Right.
So you can make sure that your proportions are all staying consistent. Like if you have a squash or stretch, you can check that's working properly. Check like you're keeping your eyes in like pretty much the same place. Just check everything's functioning and working properly. It's especially helpful when you're drawing like solid objects that you need to maintain their form.
Gotcha. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. It's hard to do without a shift and trace tool because your drawings are often moving across the screen or across the paper.
Yeah.
As well. So if you imagine like, you know, say for example, Sleeping Beauty being animated, walking across the paper.
You can't. Yeah, I got you.
You know, the animators used to have to find a previous drawing and then manually with their hands underneath it move it to the same position to make sure they were keeping all the proportions the same.
Gotcha.
And this is a way to do that digitally.
That's really cool.
If James Baxter uses it, the rest of us mortals can. It's true. I'll take any help I can get. You know? I ain't shy. I ain't got no pride. Whatever works.
So how have you stayed on model before? Or is it just eyeballing it and checking it and checking it and checking it?
Yeah. And it is like a strength, I think, to learning to eyeball it to a certain degree. But also, like, if you have tools to help you do that and it's faster to use the tools, then you're saving your bandwidth for being creative and making those decisions rather than being like, is this goggle exactly the same size as the other goggle?
Yeah.
You know? It's like the technical stuff.
So it's like preventing the technical stuff from getting in the way.
Yeah, from holding you back.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, back when people used to do it primarily on paper, they would still move the drawings underneath. So they would essentially be using the shift and trace tool.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the only way you could back then.
Gotcha.
It's just helpful. Hey Giddizilla! It's going okay, thanks. How's it going for you?
Hello.
And Kieran shifts uneasily in 3D. Hey, don't worry, 3D you naturally have volume control because you're using the same model all the time. So you don't need to worry about shift and trace as much. The only thing you need to worry about is like maintaining the volume when you're doing stuff like squash and stretching.
I'm having fun, but we need to stop.
Having fun. But yeah, you need to stop because I want to have a bath and I want to drink some coffee.
Well, you go do that and I'll keep working.
I mean, I could. I feel a bit weird leaving you streaming. Enthusiastic turtle is enthusiastic about driving.
Enthusiastic turtle. Yeah, that's Donnie.
Valfro says, don't break the rig. Oh yeah, that's true. Robin says, especially if you're paying a lot for those tools. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm paying a lot for the privilege of using Harmony. I might as well use it to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
If we lived in the apartment with a shower in the middle of the room, the stream could keep going no problem. Well, that's true. But man, can you imagine? I would be so paranoid about webcam if we just had a shower in the middle of the room.
Why?
Well, because if it accidentally turned on as someone was in the shower, you'd just be like there in front of the world.
Insta-banned.
Behold my human body. It has all the bits you would expect.
My Hoomban form.
Would Krita have its version of shift and trace? Yeah, I think so. It's tends to be easier with Toon Boom because even before Toon Boom had a shift and trace tool, you could use the pegs in that way. Like you could peg your previous drawing, move it, and then just delete the peg to snap it back to where it was before. Whereas with Creator, I don't think it has pegs. And because it's bitmaps as well, if you move drawings, then you can actually end up reducing the quality of those because it works in bitmaps.
Give me Clip Studio format. Cool.
So I'm not sure if it does. That would be something for them to look into, I think. Definitely. Cover the webcam and put your underwear over it. Man. Everything about that is saucy.
I should have been doing this all along.
What is this that you're doing?
There's a thing in Clip called Save As Duplicate. I've just been using Save As, but Save As Duplicate is like if you want to save your Clip Studio thing as a PNG. Because otherwise when you do Save As, your file becomes the file format that you just saved it as. Yeah.
Yeah, God bless pegs. It's true. It's true. Pegs are wonderful. Pegs are amazing. I love them. I love that you can stack them. I love how easy it is to change them and how easy it is to get rid of them if they're not working. It's a good system. You know? It doesn't affect my actual drawings at all.
Yeah. Wait, why am I getting black lines? Not sure, but look at that tasty edge there.
Look at that tasty edge. I made it on myself. Look at that tasty edge. Put it on my edge
We're not here
shelf.
to fight. We need your help.
Even though literally every time we talk to you, you double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love.
Maybe we are here for a fight.
God!
Mama K, thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. How are you doing today? How was your stream? You're here for a fight. They want to fight?
They want to fight.
I'm just going to let them hate. I gotta go hard. I got an elephant.
Oh, there it is. That's why.
They flexing. I'm warning you, I have extremely strong wrist muscles from animation.
You
Can
just
break
gonna-
a man's leg with my wrist.
True facts. Why? I wonder why I have such a big kind of border around all of these parts.
Me too, Evelyn. Every time that plays, it brings me such joy. You started inking and colouring in your shots. Hey! Nice job. You're getting far.
There we go.
I didn't get quite as far inking today as I was hoping I would. But to be fair, we were chatting a lot as well, and that was fun.
I wonder if I should add another kind of edge on the left and the right or not.
More edges the better, right?
No. You just love edge. That's where that came
I
from.
do love edge, though.
mm,
I love my punk knife boy. With his cool pants. Those who don't know, he's my favourite fighting game character.
He is your favorite fighting game
My
character.
favourite fighting game character. I really like Cammy as well, she's awesome. I used to really, really want an arm brace like she had. It reminded me of a fire hydrant and I thought it was cool.
Ah, crap. That worked for some of them, but not for others. It worked for you.
You're impressed I get anything done on stream. Me too. I enjoy talking too much. It's a problem.
Yeah, you should stop.
Okay. He doesn't really want me to stop because he knows that if I stopped, then the onus would be on him to do all the talking.
Yeah. And let's be fair here, right? You are the more amusing one on a stream.
I don't know, dude. I find your dryness highly amusing. I think you're hilarious. I am gonna head off ski though.
Yeah.
Are you gonna continue streaming like a madman?
I'm having fun. That's the thing. Like,
It's
I'm
5
just
to
like,
12.
I know. Oh gosh. I know.
It's 5 to 12, and we had a conversation about deadlines yesterday with our boss.
I know.
I'm happy you're having fun. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong, though.
Don't mention the time. I gotta mention the time. It's my job. Literally, my job at the minute is just to keep Mike on track.
Why you gotta be so responsible?
Why you gotta be so responsible? Because that's what I'm being paid to do.
Why'd you gotta be so lame?
Why you gotta be so late? As you say, call them lifelines because your life is on the line. Okay, Mike, your lifeline is really soon.
Oh.
Okay, stop or I'm gonna throw something at you.
Okay, let me just fix this.
This is how a director do.
Let me just fix.
Stop or I will I will impart bodily harm to ye.
I just. No. It's just so fun. Like I moved.
I'll give you the biggest nuggie.
The biggest what?
I'll poke you in the neck.
Is that a good? Don't poke me in the neck though.
Okay. Only if
Just
you
like
wrap up your
move
work.
these little dots here, and then you look at the model, and you're like, oh, it's got a nice little edge now.
Told you more edges were better. That's what I said. No one listened to me when I told them to add all the edges to everything.
India has all the criteria for being a boss.
Edgelord India. Why you gonna be so rude? Streaming with that attitude. Don't you know you're my dude?
Saving the cannon. Okay, we have to go.
Oh, bro, why you always lying?
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Who do be doing the streaming
Yeah, who can we send you guys to?
mute site?
I will get this thing inked by the end of the day, so I'm excited. I'll show you guys how it is tomorrow. I'll probably have it coloured by then. Ha! Ain't making no promises, but you know, pretty close to getting it finished.
Okay, we rated Domo yesterday, so he's off the table.
Pablo says Sunrania!
There's Sanrania, there's TB Choi, there's in-game Messiah. Oh, he's playing.
Let's do Sunrania.
Let's do Sanrania! Yay!
Can I teach you how to focus and do things? Make lists.
Sanrania has been
Lists.
streaming for 11.5 hours.
Lists are the best. Yes, Evelyn, I'll post it in the Vine server. It might
Variably,
be a couple of hours.
variably geeky in the thing is like, are you still alive, San? Go to bed.
Don't go to bed yet. We're about to raid you.
It's okay, cool. Let's set up raid
Can we
channel.
not raid Bob Ross? That's kind of nice.
I would. That you aren't able to raid Bob Ross.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
you know there are small streamers doing their thing. Bob Ross is an estate that has a
Yeah.
bank of many videos that they just run all day.
Yeah.
So it's nice that the support goes
Oh,
to the people
I
actually
did the
sitting
wrong
behind the
thing.
camera.
I did this on. There we go. There we go. Raid has been set up. We are heading off.
Bumbrus don't need no raid. It's true. He's having a great time over there.
He don't need no. He
being with
dead.
Raid.
He don't need no raid. He need rest.
Yeah, he needs to be. People need to let him rest.
All right. And may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure
adventure.
and burritos.
Everybody go give Sam Rainier a massive hug.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.